Hi, it's Anne here, and today's video is the introduction to a project I'm calling Bite the Bullet. It's a little bit more like a project apocal-lips that Kat did a year or so ago, and less like the lip service project pan, but it's somewhere in the middle. It's not really a project pan at all. I'd say it's like a mini apocal-lips project. I actually did do a sort of apocal-lips project 2 years ago. It was more of like a roulette lip project. I had a lip project pan plus a roulette lip thing. This is like a very condensed version of that, but no roulette portion and no panning portion. Let me just say what I'm doing. So I have about 50 something lipstick bullet type lipsticks or lip products. Some are a little different, like they're the lip crayon or the like ColourPop ones that are like a longer stick. I'm gonna sneeze. I'll put a picture on the screen of all the lip products. I think it's around 50 something, which works out to be about like 4.5 a month. What I've decided to do is pick 4 lipsticks a month to kind of review, play with, and basically out of the 4, at least one of those needs to be on a chopping block. Might potentially be declutter right away, but at least on the chopping block, so that each round there's something that I'm dropping off. So it's kind of a bit of a declutter, but like throughout the year. And I feel like having a month to play with 4 different lipsticks is a good enough time to really understand if I'm going to keep something or not. Or again, if it's chopping block in terms of like, it's a maybe, but I need to come back to it at a different, maybe different season in the year or a different time in the year. So let me introduce the 4 products that I've already picked for January. So I'm kind of doing this after the fact. I've actually picked my 4 products, I've played with them, and now I'm kind of giving my summary of those 4 products. I haven't picked my next products for the next month, so that will be in the next update. So for this update, the first item that I picked is this Oil of Olay. They call it Silver Slipper. I don't know, I feel like this was like a promo or like a test product or something. Oil of Olay I don't think does makeup. I got this from a friend, coworker of mine, and I've had it for quite some time. I've had it since pre-channel, and it's going. I have decided it doesn't smell good. Like, it smells like a lipstick, but it's smelling extra lipsticky. And I do have another one of these in a different shade, and it doesn't smell, it just smells like a lipstick. It doesn't have the same like very chemically scent that this one has. And I do really like the shade of this in terms of like tone, and I thought maybe I can use it as like a highlighting base for like the base of my highlight, even maybe like a primer, like a glowy primer. I've seen there's been this whole trend of like a lip gloss as a primer, which I think is super weird, but I haven't tried it, so I can't knock it. But no, it's just off. So unfortunately this product sat in my collection for quite some time. I never really knew how to use this because it has the effect of like the shine of like a lip gloss, but it doesn't have enough moisturizing aspect to it to really benefit from that glossy shine. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm gonna go for a glossy shine, I want something that's gonna also add like a bit of moisture or a bit of slip. This is almost slightly drying in a sense. So yeah, and I thought like, okay, maybe if it's still good, I can like, again, maybe use it on my body, try and use it up. But we're just gonna say goodbye to it. The smell of it, it's too much for me, basically. The next product is going nowhere. This is the MAC Luster Glass Lipstick in Hug Me. This is the newest lipstick that I have purchased myself, and I love it. I love the shade. I love the formula. This is the formula I think I like the best so far out of, I have a satin, a cream sheen, and then this luster glass. I like the cream sheen, but I do really like this because it's one of those ones that I can put on without a mirror, without looking into it, like looking in to see what it looks like. I think I could just throw it on and I know it's gonna look good. I feel like the 3 MAC lipsticks that I've recently bought are like variations of the same shade and then different finishes. Like, they're all like, they could all be cousins, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with this lipstick. I'm really enjoying playing with it. The reason why I put this in like the first round is because it is the newest lipstick to me, and I just wanted to play with it more. I have weighed all of these. I don't know if you guys want weight changes on these. I did weigh them just to see out of curiosity, but again, it's not really a project pan. Let me know. I won't maybe say the weights this time, but if you're interested in the weight changes, I'll do that for the next video. I was kind of doing the weight changes just to see which ones that like I used a little bit more, which ones like could be good candidates for panning in the future from a weight change perspective. But yeah, it wasn't the primary goal of this project. And then the third lipstick that I picked was this Covergirl. This is the Continuous Color in Vintage Wine. This is old, I will full on admit, but it still smells good, still performs great. I really love this. I really love this color, just double checking. Still smells good, still smells fine. Smells like a lipstick, but it doesn't like smell off like the Oil of Olay one. This one's interesting. It does stain my lips a little bit when I use it. And it's a color that I don't use a whole lot. I kind of have to remind myself about this because it's just not something that I think about because it's kind of an in-between. It's an in-betweeny color. Like it's a little berry, a little rosy, a little deep, but not super deep. So it's like one that I need to remind myself to use because I do really love it. But yeah, I have to really think about it. But yeah, this one's sticking around. Again, it's super old, but it's still working. So I'm totally fine keeping this one. And then the fourth lipstick that I picked for this round is the Maybelline Matte Lipstick in Touch of Spice. And this one, again, is a little older in my collection. I want to say I got it in 2018 or 2019. I want to say 2018, I think. I'm pretty sure I bought this when I had my channel, like when I started my channel. Because I started my channel in January of 2018. It could be 2017. I haven't looked to see what the purchase date was on this one. This one pains me. I'm gonna have to let it go. So it is the lipstick I am wearing right now. I like this lipstick because I can kind of go a little bit more full coverage. I can kind of blot it down. It gets a little bit of a different color. It's a matte lipstick, but it doesn't feel drying. It wears really well. I love the color. It's starting to go. So I notice I've played with this one a lot to try and figure out, is it going or is it just me? When I put it on, it almost feels a little bit grainy. And like when I swatch it, it's hard to feel that. But I think what's happening is, and this happens a lot with a matte lipstick, is I think the waxes are starting to separate from the color pigments. So that grainy feeling I'm feeling is the wax separating. And I think that's a lesson. I mean, it's still usable. Like, I don't think it's bad, but I think it's just like the formula is like falling apart a little bit and it's time to let it go, which really, really hurts. This one was like a painful, I was going to chopping block this, like literally as I was getting ready to film this video, I'm like, okay, this one will be the chopping block one. And then I was setting everything up and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have to let it go because even if I chopping block it, I'm not going to get around to using this until maybe in the fall time. And by then, it's like the formula will be even worse, if that makes sense. I don't know if they're still selling this in store. I can't, like, visually I'm trying to picture, like, the Maybelline setup in the store, and they've been really promoting, like, the vinyl inks and the liquid lipsticks, like the Stay Matte liquid lipsticks and the crayons, but I feel like the lipsticks have kind of, like, fallen out of, like, at least visual memory. So I would repurchase this one, though. This is definitely one that I definitely would consider repurchasing. Although, now that I say this, even though this is super affordable, if there was a MAC version that was, like, comparable, because I really like the MAC formula, that I might, although the price of this, the reason why I'm waffling on that is, like, the price of this is definitely, and I do like this formula. I did like it. So yeah, I would repurchase this one, potentially. I need to, like, get through this project first before I think about repurchasing that. But it's definitely a love, and I'm sad to see it go. So in this round, I had 4 lipsticks, and 2 of them are actually getting decluttered. So that's pretty good at 50%. Like I said, I haven't picked my next round, but each update will be 4 lipsticks. And again, at least one of them will be a chopping block, potentially a declutter. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. If you did, feel free to give a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.